Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's be honest, have you ever felt like finding the right person for a project in Quotex is like searching for a needle in a haystack? If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today we're going to break down a new add-on that makes that whole search process incredibly simple and lightning fast.
So let's start with a problem that I'm sure a lot of you will recognize. It's that moment you're building out a quote, you need to assign a resource, and you're just hit with this giant list of names. We have all been there.
You know the feeling. You're trying to meet a deadline, everything's moving fast, and then you hit that big question. Who is the absolute best person for this specific task? When the pressure is on, finding them quickly can be a real struggle.
I mean, when you're just staring at a single, long, unsorted list of every single person in the company, that simple task suddenly feels kind of impossible. You know the right person is in there somewhere, but finding them feels like a treasure hunt with no map.
And this is where the real headaches start, right? You're just scrolling and scrolling, trying to remember who's on which team. You're wasting precious time. And that doesn't just increase the risk of picking the wrong person, it can actually lead to some pretty costly errors in your quotes down the line.
But what if there was a simple, elegant solution built right into Quotex to make this whole problem just go away? Well, let me introduce you to the resource filter.
So what is it, really? In a nutshell, this add-on gives you the power to filter your entire list of resources right inside the search, using the two criteria that matter most, their practice and their region. It puts all that control right where you need it.
So here's a quick look at how it works. You get a new Resource Filter tab inside Quotex. From there, you can filter by one or even multiple practices and one or more regions. And what's really cool is that it automatically includes any child practices or regions in your search. It's all done through a super clean and easy-to-use interface.
All right, theory is great, but let's actually see this thing in action. How does it really work? Well, the process is incredibly straightforward.
Okay, let's walk through a real-world example. First, you just pop over to the new Filter Resources tab. You pick, say, AWS AI from your practice list. Then you select USA for the region. And that's it. When you click back over to the Resources tab, your list is instantly narrowed down.
And this right here is where you really see the magic. The difference is just night and day. On the left, you've got the before, that massive, overwhelming list, and on the right, the after, a short, targeted list showing you only the people who fit your exact criteria. It's not just a visual change, it's a huge time saver.
Now, there is one important little rule to keep in mind. If you have some resources who haven't been assigned a practice or a region yet, they will always show up in the list, no matter what filters you apply. This just makes sure you don't accidentally lose track of anyone.
And speaking of not losing anybody, what happens if you don't have any filters turned on? No problem at all. The system just defaults to showing you everyone, exactly like it does now. You only get that clean, filtered view when you actually choose to use it.
Okay, so we know what it is, and we've seen how it works. But let's talk about the so what. What's the real value this brings to your day-to-day? Let's dive into the key benefits you'll unlock.
I mean, this is the whole ballgame right here. Your resource selection becomes way faster and more efficient. It helps you make sure the people you're choosing actually align with your company's structure. It basically eliminates all that manual searching and guesswork, which all leads to much more accurate and consistent quotes.
So if you're thinking, okay, I need this, you're going to love this next part. Getting this up and running literally takes just a few minutes. Let's do a quick walkthrough of the installation and setup. First things first, there are just a couple of things you'll need to have in place. It's super simple. You just need to be on PSC Quotex version 1.75 or higher, and of course have an active license for Quotex. If you've got those two things, you are all set.
And get this is a pretty sweet deal. As soon as you begin the installation, you automatically kick off a 15-day free trial, so you have plenty of time to get everything set up and see the value for yourself before you have to make any kind of commitment.
The installation itself, it's literally a 5-step process. You open the installation URL, log into Salesforce, choose Install for all users, check the little box, and then click Install. That's it. It's that straightforward.
Once the install is done, there's just one tiny configuration step left. You'll just go into your custom metadata settings, add a new record to create the Filter Resources tab, and then paste in the component name you see right here. This one little step is what makes the new tab magically appear.
So really the only question left is, are you ready to stop the endless scrolling and finally simplify your quoting process? This add-on is all about bringing speed, accuracy, and just a bit of sanity back to resource selection. Thanks so much for joining me.